नमस्कार दोस्तों, द नॉलेज गिवअवे में आप सभी का स्वागत है। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं। Hey everyone, today I'm going to be explaining 21 business terms that you may have heard of but might not fully understand. These terms are important to know if you want to succeed in the business world, and they're also relevant to our everyday lives. So, let's dive in. Revenue. Revenue is the amount of money a company makes from selling its products or services. It's important because it helps companies know how much money they are making and how they can improve their sales. Profit. Profit is the money a company makes after subtracting its expenses from its revenue. It's important because it helps companies know if they are making enough money to stay in business. Expenses. Expenses are the costs a company incurs to run its business, such as rent, salaries, and supplies. It's important to keep track of expenses to make sure they don't exceed revenue. Investment. Investment is when someone puts money into a company or project with the expectation of making a profit. It's important because it helps companies get the funding they need to grow and expand. Interest. Interest is the amount of money someone pays to borrow money. It's important to understand because it affects how much money you owe when you borrow money. Assets. Assets are things that a company owns, such as property, equipment, and inventory. It's important to keep track of assets to know how much a company is worth. Liabilities. Liabilities are debts or obligations that a company owes, such as loans or unpaid bills. It's important to keep track of liabilities to know how much a company owes. Equity. Equity is the value of a company's assets minus its liabilities. It's important because it shows how much a company is worth to its owners. IPO. An IPO, or initial public offering, is when a company first sells its stock to the public. It's important because it helps companies raise money to grow their business. Stock. Stock is a share of ownership in a company. It's important because it allows people to invest in companies and potentially make a profit. Dividend. A dividend is a payment made by a company to its shareholders. It's important because it's a way for shareholders to make money from their investment. Market capitalization. Market capitalization is the total value of a company's outstanding shares of stock. It's important because it shows how much investors are willing to pay for a company's stock. Supply and demand. Supply and demand is the relationship between how much of a product is available and how much people want to buy it. It's important because it affects prices and can impact a company's sales. Monopoly. A monopoly is when one company has complete control over a particular product or service. It's important because it can limit competition and potentially harm consumers. Oligopoly. An oligopoly is when a few companies have control over a particular product or service. It's important because it can limit competition and potentially harm consumers. Market share. Market share is the percentage of total sales in a particular market that a company has. It's important because it shows how much of a market a company controls. Branding. Branding is the way a company presents itself to the public, including its logo, name, and messaging. It's important because it can influence how consumers perceive a company and its products. Marketing. Marketing is the process of promoting and selling a company's products or services. It's important because it helps companies reach their target audience and increase their sales. Advertising. Advertising is a form of marketing that involves paying for promotional messages to be displayed in various media channels, such as TV, radio, and social media. It's important because it helps companies reach a larger audience and promote their products or services. Customer service. Customer service is the support and assistance provided to customers before, during, and after a purchase. It's important because it can impact a customer's satisfaction and loyalty to a company. Entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is the process of starting and running a business with the aim of making a profit. It's important because it fosters innovation, job creation, and economic growth. Conclusion. So, there you have it, 21 business terms that you now understand. Knowing these terms can help you better understand the world of business and how it affects our daily lives. Whether you are an aspiring entrepreneur or just curious about business, it's important to have a basic understanding of these terms. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Please like, share, and subscribe our channel. Finally, thanks for watching. Have a nice day.